Post commentary.
Doing things the hard way. The city is swimming in industrial waste. We need to keep production to a minimum until we find out the best way to get rid of our junk. Secure area with no workshop.
Alright, this should be the start of the next episode, so welcome to Trend Winds Emerge, Cities of the Apocalypse. This will be in Santa Laura, doing things the hard way, where you cannot build any workshops. Because of what I've achieved with this map, I end up trying to accomplish two things. And one of the reasons is because I need a commando to complete a map. I'm running out of maps to pick from, so
To unlock a class, you have to keep scouting.
and I think one of the previous episodes kind of showed that story-based event or whatever, one that says like someone's stalking you, you know. So to do that, I keep exploring on this map. I just keep hitting the explore button. I just keep clicking it, looking for that random event. And while doing so, I end up also testing what happens if you completely capture the entire map. Because I wanted to find out, does that end your game? The reason why I would like to know that is, for example, maybe you had a mission to, I don't know, build an electric fence. So if you have a mission to do that and you decide to conquer the entire map to do so, what if the game ended right there, before you finish building your fence? So as a populist, my favorite weapon for them is to use the sniper rifle. It's not because I have some sort of adoration of sniper rifles, because there are people who love these kind of guns and use them in any game that they play, regardless of how economical, reasonable, or viable it is, because they, I guess, are romanticized. They are a fantastic weapon in most games. But it's a choice between that and assault rifle, which will barely dent the zombie horde. I think populists can also use small guns and shotguns. Both the SMG and the pistol for small guns don't do much to the zombies. Not even the level 1 zombies. And the shotgun, I am really sad to say, is also ineffective. Even the level 20 shotgun is not all that great. Yes, I have tried out the level 20 shotgun. I'm trying to make a kind of a table on the level 20 weapons and how well they perform. And I'm trying to capture some footage for that as well. This is me trying to figure out what are good things to sell, and I figure I have to have this weapon no matter what happens. If I have to sell the infrastructure thing, I have to have this weapon. Now, I believe that at least by turn 5 the merchant should still be there. I think turn 6 the merchant's gone, like it's a different merchant. One of these days I'll actually try to observe what kind of pattern he has, if there is a pattern. But I was fairly sure that I could get it on turn 3, that he wouldn't have just disappeared. Now, I would like to think that I was possibly just keeping the level 1 rifle to add a challenge, but I'm fairly sure I just forgot. I'm fairly sure I just forgot to equip it. It won't be until after the next fight where it gets really close. I don't know if I spoiled anything. The next fight gets really close to me losing, but I pull through, and I at that point is when I immediately stick that rifle in my guy's hands and take down zombies like it's nobody's business. Now, when I start a map, I generally like to secure the immediate area around the stronghold. I don't know if you lose the stronghold, you lose the game. In a normal setting. Because I do lose the stronghold at one point. I think it's a bug. you'll probably see that in the next episode. I have edited the rest of this episode. I have a section of live commentary, but towards the beginning and beginning and end are sections where I was doing this off camera, off microphone. I mean, so I'll be narrating for those parts or post commentating for those parts. I think that's my least favorite event, by the way, is getting all the barricades damaged. Yeah, again, this is about 2 weeks ago, so I don't know why I didn't equip it. Like I said, it may have been that I was just felt that I could do without it. Because this is the second or third map that I saw. I think it's the second map I saw the gun in. And maybe I felt that if you were to see me use the gun, it would not be interesting. I don't know. At this point, looking at the footage now, I think I just forgot. But you can see that I obviously looked at the rifle at that point. So I'm not sure. So it may have been kind of a daredevil attitude or what. Now, you may wonder why I don't aim at the head more frequently. The size of the reticle as it is does make you... If you aim at the head, you do miss a lot. Except when they get real close, then you can pretty much get it. Like right there. Like that one should have definitely hit him right there. If a guy has already been wounded by a level 1 sniper rifle, you might as well just aim for a center of mass shot for the next one so you don't risk missing. Because it's going to take him down. Two sniper rifle bullets will take him down. So immediately after this, I'm going to go ahead and grab my beloved sniper rifle and put it back in my character's hands, and there will be no more problems of this nature. It was an extremely close match. But even if I lost it, it wouldn't be a big deal. Here I compare the sniper rifle level 5, that is a blue weapon, to the sniper rifle level 2. Now, because I'm equipped with the level 2 one, it's applying my rifle bonus to it, that's why it looks like it has 24.2 damage on it. I figure, I remember, I'm kind of at this point guessing what I felt at the time, or loosely remembering, but I feel confident in saying that during this moment, I felt confident that if I happened to save up enough money while the merchant was there, I'll get the weapon. If not, I'm not really worried about it. The level 2 weapon is plenty good enough. And as this turns out to be the map that I choose to find the class on through random exploration, I am not proven wrong in that regard. That rifle has safeguarded this city. I'm caught between deciding if I want to continue to save credits to go for that rifle or not. It looks like at this point I save my money. So this is the power of the rifle. Now remember that in the previous map, or previous battle you got to see, they were up on my barricade and smashing it to pieces. I was having a hard time. This is the difference, and this is only a level 2 weapon. Now perhaps when the game maker made this gun he meant to make it a level 20 weapon, I don't know. Maybe blue weapons are supposed to be this good, I don't know. This is the first blue weapon I have decided to equip, because all the other blue weapons I found were like shotguns, other stuff that I never really utilize. But yeah, I can end them with just a chest shot. So I don't have to worry about aiming at the head and missing twice or something, which does happen. I mean, that reticle is vastly larger than the zombie head. And the shot will land anywhere in that reticle. This gun is so strong that it can one-shot limpers, which I think have 20 hit points. Normal zombies have 16 hit points. I go and spend my money on unlocking the second slot, thus preventing me from buying the other rifle. I don't know if that was intentional on my part or not, or just accidental. In this case here, I think I had a random event pop up. So the mask, I think if I remember right, it was just a random event, and when it appeared as an item to be unlocked, I immediately took a screenshot of it. There's going to be 2 random events coming up as well. I have already done post voicing for that, so you'll hear that.
Your hair on the back of your neck stands up. Someone is behind you. You turn around quickly and your eye barely catches someone vanishing from your rapidly spinning field of view. Were you being followed? By who? And was that distorted visage, imprinted upon your retina for the smallest fraction of a second, real? There it is again! That feeling that you are being followed again. Determined to get rid of your stalker, you take a sharp turn and enter a narrow alley, quickly flattening yourself against the wall and holding your breath. Seconds later, you exhale in frustration, realizing that no one is about to fall for your little trap.
I just love losing infrastructure. It's my favorite random event. No, actually, I think that losing infrastructure is even more annoying than losing barricades, I feel. So, yeah, I changed my mind. Infrastructure is the one I like the least. But, you can see, I think I just get 87 points of infrastructure in one turn. So I'm okay. It didn't crush me, but it was inconvenient. Now you can see the big red button on the bottom. By this point, gotten enough sectors to end the map. But you can see by my continuous mashing of the explore button, I am trying to find the commando. Now I wasn't really sure what to make of this, but if you haven't unlocked Fat Men, they're not going to even appear, even if the time line would permit them. So what I mean is, let's say you're in a tutorial map burning zombies appear, I think, wave 20? Maybe wave 30? I think it's wave 20. If you're on a tutorial map, I don't think burning zombies are allowed to appear yet, unless you've already unlocked them in a future campaign map. So you can be on wave 30 and be fine. That being said, you don't really know for sure if you're in a campaign map that is going to unlock them. Even though I can complete the map, I even though I can complete the map, my economy is still a worthwhile objective for me, so that I can continue to buy consumables and continue to upgrade everything as I conquer the rest of the map. Losing the production was not that big a deal because 10 extra production, while it would be a substantial amount to my current 27, the turrets are pretty much lost after every fight, so it's not like it would make a substantial difference to me. Remember, I cannot build workshops. Plus, I have the rifle. I have the Rifle of Doom. The only downside is I actually have to play these fights. I can't just send the person with a rifle out and automatically win, although that's very much the case. Now, the person in the middle is an AI with the super rifle. I am not using that rifle. Alright, well, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and let the live commentary take over. It looks like, according to Vegas, I'm going to say something in about a minute. So I will rejoin you in post-commentary status after the live commentary has ended. See you then. Alright, so this will be, in the previous recordings will have been post-commentary, if there was any commentary at all, which I probably won't be. I just got through having no commentary on Dynasty Warrior, like a 3-hour session, by accident. So if I did do post-commentary, I'd focus on that. So in this case here, this sniper here, I've given that character a level 2 rifle, the first blue weapon I've ever equipped, and it's incredible. It kills everything in one shot. All the normal zombies in one shot. It's like you can just shoot them in the chest and it'll kill them. Because its base damage is like 24. That's before any upgrades and level ups or anything. Her current rifle skills is total 5. This person's current small guns is 2, only because the person came with small gun skills. I'm not really interested in using small guns. I did get the Legolas achievement, which is 10 shots in a row. I don't know why I didn't get it earlier, because I felt like I hit 10 in a row before that. It might be if I left click and I reload with that left click, I don't get it. I don't know. Or it might be that if an ally shoots during the time, you don't get it. I've been trying to allow my allies to get XP as well, so I'm not shooting as much. In fact, that's why this person has the rifle.
What I'm also trying to do now is, I think to get the commando, I remember there's some like reading something about class skill, unlocking classes, and I think one of them was you have to keep exploring until you unlock a chain of events. Jean has Intuition 3, Hillary has Intuition 2. Didn't help. Now, I can't end the mission at any point, but I am trying to get that, because I forgot, I think maybe 2 or 3 maps left to go. One is have a commando, and one is kill a super monster. So I'd like to be ready before I go for the super monster. I've been having a tough time getting things together to edit, because other than being sick, and having a really busy work week, I've been having trouble dealing with Emerge due to copyright issues. So since I started off saying I'm going to win this, I'm going to win this, with or without the copyright issues. I try to spend a lot more time editing it and adding in free, royalty-free music that liberally says, you may use this on YouTube videos, or you have my permission to go ahead and do so. But then I had trouble getting YouTube to process it, as he kept being stuck at 95%. So that's the fate of Emerge right now. It's currently a work in progress, me trying to figure out a good routine for this. Why I'm unhappy with that I have to deal with it. I do feel that it's a valuable experience in learning ways to work with it, I guess. Once I get Rifle 6 on that other soldier, I'll go and replace her with our other bounty hunter for battles. Right now I want her to use her leadership ability to help my sniper. I don't feel like I've been too fortunate with team members this round. They've been small guns and crossbows. I had like 3 crossbow guys at one point here. However, the previous map, it was just wonderful. I get like a 55 infrastructure bonus on the explored map in the beginning, and then I quickly got a lot of survivors to join me. As a populist, this allowed me to really finish the map extremely quickly. It was really good. I like that. I think you should be able to buy any gun you want. I don't know. Let's maybe say half your level. Because really, otherwise you're in a race to keep your rifle or small guns or whatever skill as high as possible, so you're not constantly being left behind. Because the odds of me finding a level 2 gun in here are pretty slim.
Hey, that's nice. It's like a pleasant surprise when I don't have a battle to deal with. So at this point, we have 3 snipers over here. As long as they don't pick the same target, they're champs. But when they pick the same guy, not too happy with it. Like one of them is set for near. I know that. One of them is set for far. They should very rarely ever pick the same guy. And I would really like to be able to toggle on and off auto. That way, when things get hairy, I can jump in. And when things are easy, I can just let the computer do it. That way it's my experience, and without having to feel like I have to play the whole thing or none of it. But yeah, some things that you can do is allow weapon switching. Because when you have a weapon skill, I think every weapon skill has 2 weapon types except for crossbows. For example, small guns are SMGs and pistols. So you could switch between weapons. And it could be like in here too. That way you couldn't, for example, have like 8 different small guns that then you never have to reload or something, you know what I mean? Moving would be nice, but I understand that. I think that was an intentional, I think that was like an FAQ or something. He said that that's a very deliberate design choice he made. That's fine. But what I mean by moving is not like moving left and right or up and down, like in The Last Stand. But I mean like, you clear a sector, you go to the next sector or something, you get to decide. So maybe I'll jump in the middle of it and clear a larger area, but be getting attacked from like 3 different areas, 3 different sides. That kind of thing.
Like there's a lot of enemies like that are burning and spitters. Once those are taken care of, I wouldn't mind going on auto. When I get 1800 crystals, I'll probably ease up quite a bit. But yeah, like some tactical planning or something to really make this more engaging. Now, if you're wondering why I'm still continuing on this map, again, I'm trying to unlock whatever class ability is acquired by going through exploration. I managed to get two of the events happening, like I think consecutively. I'm hoping that I'm doing the right thing by going on. Perhaps I've already unlocked it. Perhaps I need to do something else to get more events. I don't know. Another change I would like to see is to auto-reload when you are out of ammo. There's no reason for it not to, because there's literally nothing else you can do. And it doesn't impact anything. For example, I think you can throw a grenade. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you can throw a grenade. You can still use your items while you're reloading. There's no weapon switching going on right now. And in most cases, when you start reloading, you can go ahead and switch weapons in most video games. Not all. There are a couple of video games where you get locked into reloading. It's not like I can punch an enemy with my gun or anything. There's no advantage to not reloading your gun when you're completely empty. Just kind of changing the city to suit my, I don't know, my aesthetics. That'd be another thing. Instead of going through multiple menus or click, 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 I mean, like, look how far I can move my mouse around. That's not because I'm lazy or anything. It's just basically the more superior. If your design, if your ability, how do I phrase this? A game can do very well when its interface is incredible. There we go. And I only spent like 10,000 on it. Still, it's a little bit more balanced. I'm unlikely to make it without getting attacked, but let's go put these people in anyways. And of course I can spend it on turrets, which I may choose to do so, who knows. Yeah, of course I wouldn't get through it without getting attacked. So let's put everybody back in and start the battle. Like, it's hard to take a ghoul seriously when you have to have the damage output to erase hundreds, literally hundreds of zombies per battle. Now maybe it's just because of my current setup it doesn't seem to make a difference to me, or maybe I just haven't seen him approach and do anything to me yet. But he's like one more zombie at this point.
Wish levels came in a lot faster too. That'd be nice. Then just like you'd be feeling rewarded for fighting too, and get to experiment with all the fun stuff. That's actually something that's done often in games where you start over. I can't explain. I can't say for massive online battle arenas or whatever it's called. Terra the MOBAs. I think that's what it means. But because I haven't played those, they seem very hard to get into and require being online, talking to people. So. But often in games where you start over on your levels, you get levels fast to make up for it, like Crimson Land. I feel like level progression's kind of slow. There could be a modifier for XP depending on how many zombies are in an area. 3 zombies is a lot more dangerous than 1 zombie. Like, I don't mean just like 3 times more dangerous. I'm talking about, like, for example, if I face 1 zombie at a time 15 times in a row, that's nothing. But if I face 15 zombies at once, they might actually hit my barricade. Alright, well, my family's up from their nap, so it's time for me to go ahead and wrap this up. I'll continue to try to find it, and if I find the event, I will do an offline recording. And when I say offline recording, that'll be anything that isn't live commentary. Post commentary. As you walk down an empty boulevard, its days of glorious traffic lost into oblivion, you see a person standing ahead of you. It seems that they are waiting for you to approach. You carefully put your hand around your weapon and get closer to the stranger. You do not like what you see, a disfigured face resembling the very undead you are hunting. A low, rasping voice comes out of parched lips.
I have been following you for some time. I am not like the others. I have come back, and you will have me by your side, for I have seen the other side, and I yearn for revenge for what it has done to me.
So it turns out that I don't actually unlock the commando this way. My mistake. I get the touched unit, or touched class, which is just a zombie. Welcome back to Post Commentary. So this is commentary made on the 24th, 2016. After a period of just exploring, I had by then shut off the live feed. I was just kind of going through it. I will be reading all of the text windows in post-commentary fashion, so that's why it may sound a little bit different. This is me skipping around for 2 different fights and then showing you in auto format how my group responds to some zombies. So I did see a comment on what previous emerged video. Thank you. Thank you for giving some positive feedback. He told me, for example, that I do skip around a lot. So I've already edited this portion, and instead of
retreading old stuff. Remember that the time I use doing that is time that I don't use keeping up and getting out new content. So I've already edited this all, but in future Emerge videos, when I do edit them, I will keep that in mind. I will try to avoid cutting out so much. I had explained to him that I feel like the battles, the maps, it's a lot of the same business. However, I can understand that it might be a little bit disorienting, or that you don't really get a sense of cohesiveness if I'm jumping around all the time. So I will cut that down a little bit once I get back into what I'm editing. Right now, this is, as I said, it's already edited. I'm just giving some post commentary over it to add to the production value, I suppose. Alright, so at this point I'm trying to experiment with the upgrade a weapon or upgrade an item feature. And you can actually put in normal weapons, not blue weapons, not accessories or equipment or anything like that. The upgrade spends some of your crystals in order to raise one weapon by one level. So let's say you have a guy with big guns level 6, and you can't find him big guns level 6 because your characters are just finding level 20 weapons left and right. So what you would do is make him spawn with the big guns level 1, and then upgrade those with crystals until you get the big gun 6. So in this case, you would no longer be constrained by keeping their levels consistent with the level of weapons you're finding. So this is another auto battle. Once I had the 4th person, along with my super rifle, there wasn't anything the zombies could do to me. The small guns specialist isn't really getting very many kills. She's staggering them. It's just something, because I think the other 3 are using sniper rifles. Kind of need a little bit of variety, or you're just going to end up with, like, right now you kind of see all the reticles, or at least most of the reticles, chasing the same things. Even though they're all set to different targets, they end up chasing the same targets as, like, the first zombie staggers into view. Here's me finding another item. Fantastic, another blue item, but I can't take it with me as this gun is not going to see any use. Now, at this point, I have already conquered the entire sector, all 81 sectors of it, all 81. I've conquered the entire city, or accessible city. So zombies can't do anything to me anymore, short of random events. You'll note that the siren appeared again. I'm assuming because it completed another style of victory condition that it just pops up. That's like, if he has achieved this victory condition, make it pop up. So that's what happened there. I had already won a long time ago. I just needed to get the exploration. I figured I would test it to see if I clear the map, do I get kicked out or can I continue to play? I have now discovered I can continue to play. The Lord of Death and Destroyer of Life will tonight take a sacrifice, a sacred gift from you, his slave. The gift will be your blood. If I could bring the gun, I would probably bring the level 2 sniper with me everywhere I go. I would not even worry about, say, infrastructure. I would just bring the rifle and call it a day. I don't know. I'm really hoping that maybe they allow you to bring guns in the future. And that's it for this bonus commentary. That's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching Trend Winds Emerge, Cities of the Apocalypse. I'll see you next time.